then what happened? The customer will be not satisfied about to the product. Then whenever raise the query, raise the ticket about to the error or not working function, the post a designer will be checks here is it whenever it instruct to the design a product is requirement is there or not in that one requirement. If it is not there, then what happen? We need to add new function, new application in the existing one. Is it clear or not? What happened? Right. So here, that is nothing but a maintenance part. As a maintenance part is nothing but a here, whenever a customer is utilizing the products, if it will be not working any built-in application or program or requirements, then it will be supporting to the, that we are calling simply a tech supporter. We are calling to the tech support. Example, we purchased one product, that may be TV or washing machine. Here in that one already some built-in applications are there. From that applications, any one of the application is not supporting, then what happened? We are simply raise the call to the customer care. The customer care will be sending to the one supporter. That supporter we are calling to the tech supporter. Now, move to the here in the theory. Software development cycle is a process that describes the steps followed to design, develop, test and maintenance. The next one is the why it is the important. Why SDLC is the important. In that one, makes software development a systematics. So there is no proper route, there is no proper way. Whatever the product we made, that will be failure. So the systematic is very, very important. From that one, next, reduce the errors. Reduce the. If the proper planning will be there, our product design will be the on time. If there is no proper plan, then what happen? It will be disturbance of the executing our product. A simple example. We have planned to the tour. We make it the on time, we will complete the tour successfully. Without schedule, if you will start the program, then what happened? There is a disturbance, it is not completed within the time and is also cost effective. It may be increase the cost sometimes. Is it clear or not? So that's purpose. We need to make it here a systematic process. Produce a high quality software. The next 7 main steps just now we discussed. One is the requirement, another one is the first step, requirement analysis. Just now I given to the overview about that one. Just check it here. What happened in the requirement analysis? The first one is the understand what the user want. So whenever we want to frame or design a new product, first the developer should be understand what the user is requesting, what the user want exactly. Now it is a smartphone generations. If you develop to the normal phone, the user will be willing to purchase that one. Purchase chestarandi. So the first, before designing of the any product, developing of the any product, first we need to understand what the users are expecting. What the users are expecting. After the expectation, collect the requirement from that users only. What are the features he will be expecting in that product? What are the applications he will be expecting the customer? That's such kind of all the requirements we need to gather that one. Is it clear? The next one, collect the requirements from the customers. Isn't the railway authority saying the okay, repeat. Here, take the one example. Railway ticket booking. So we need to develop or design a software, railway, any ticket reservation app or ticket reservation website. So first, what is here? First we need to approach to the what the user want. Means what are the models is required. By default, any application or any website, by default, there is a user login page. So that means user must be first registered. User registration is a mandatory. Means if you want to register that one, it must be developed the one design part. Design part will be the login page. A designer should be developed to the first page is the login page. In that login page, they will give to the some requirement. What are the requirements? User ID, password. Why? Because we need to provide a security or protection of your data, your transaction. That purpose, the first we need to in the user page, you must be designed to the user ID and password. That is the part of the designer. They will be making the login page. In that login page, they will give to the requirement functions are the user ID and password. If enter the user ID, is it correct or wrong? Who will be checked? A designer is developing to the page, login page. In that login page, they are added to the two applications or two functions. One function is the user ID, another function or another option is the password. Here, a user is entered user ID. Is it correct or wrong? Who will be verified? Who will verify చేస్తారండి? అథెంటికేషన్ ఎవరు వెరిఫై చేస్తారు? So whenever we register any app or any website, at that time you are provided complete your details. That detail will be loaded in the database. The database access is possible to the tester. Whenever you enter the details are matching or not, which is available in the database. If matched, the page will open. Otherwise, it shows to the error. The authentications will be checked by the tester. It is that particular function is working or not. Right. First, in that booking, yes, listen to here, all of you. A small app, small application or website, that is a ticket reservations in the railway department. The user requirements, user wants. User train search. What are the trains available between the routes? You are searching whenever if you want to book the tickets. First we are searching the what simply we are enter the user ID and password. You entered into the website. Then immediately you are searching to the what are the trains are available between the routes. Source and destination. In that source and destination, how many trains are there? What are the timings of the trains? Everything will be showing that one. That is nothing but a searching the trains. The second one is the seat availabilities. How many are filled? How many are available? The next one, ticket booking. If it is available, then what happened? We need to book that seats. The next, online payment. Online payment is nothing but one of the gateway. The gateway will be designed by the developer only. Yes, please don't make the noise. Here, payment here, online payment is nothing but here, it must be required one gateway. Why? Because we are booking the tickets through online, not in the counter. So in the online, we cannot pay the amount directly. We cannot pay the cash. We need to transfer the amount, digital transaction only. For the digital transaction purpose, it must be required a gateway. That gateway will be designed by the only developer. That is also required interface, that one. The next one is the ticket cancellation. Suddenly something is happened on that day. So I need to cancel the ticket. If the cancellation is not available, if anyone will book the tickets, advance book chestarandi cancellation available lekapothe chestara chera అడ్వాన్స్ ఎందుకు బుక్ చేస్తామంటే క్యాన్సిలైజేషన్ అవైలబుల్ లేకపోతే అదే రోజు బుక్ చేసుకుంటాం, వన్ డే బిఫోర్ చేస్తాం. క్యాన్సిలైజేషన్ అవైలబుల్ ఉంది కాబట్టి అడ్వాన్స్ గా బుక్ చేస్తున్నాం, అవునా కదా? సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద సమ్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ గివెన్ బై ద రైల్వే డిపార్ట్మెంట్. సో he is given to the request Please develop the one app or application or else website. These are the initial requirement only. Initial requirement. After the deployment, they may be adding to the additional features. Later we will see. Initial requirement, these are the according to the requirement, we need to plan. We need to plan. That is the next planning. So initially we see the some requirements are given railway department. According to the requirement, if you want to build the software or website, we need to plan it. What is the plan here? Decide the time, how much time, next how much cost, and team members. Who are the different types of persons will be required to develop such kind of applications, such kind of requirements, such kind of functions. So we make it one team. Make it one team. In the team, post initially containing to the only designer parts. The tester will be later, he will be involved there. Okay. The next one, prepare the project complete plan. The next, simple example, he has given to the deadline, within the 6 months, I required this requirement related application. He has given, initially any customer, whenever they are ordering to the any product, initially he will give the some deadline. Without deadline, no one will give the work. So initially he has given to the deadline within 6 months. The cost is equal to approximately 5 lakhs. The next, developer, testers and designers. These are the team members. These are the team members. Developer, what is the task of the developers? They will be making the architecture. They will be making the architecture. They are making to the interfaces. The tester, the developed product is working or not. According to the user requirement, is it working or not? They will be test that one. What is a designer? A designer will be providing to the instruction or programs next interfaces. He will be making to the a program or interfaces. Both he will be taking care about to the designer. The next phase, design part. So requirement gathered, we make it already we planned the one planning. Next we will enter into the design part. What is the designer part? Here a design shows to the structure of the software. A structure of the software. Here what is the structure here? In the structure, what type of methods we need to use? What type of flow, process flow will be required? If we required any conditional statements, this everything will be, or if you required any junction points. What is meant by junction? General meaning. మామూలుగా డిస్కషన్ అంటారు కదండి, రైల్వే జంక్షన్ అంటారు కదా. నార్మల్ రైల్వే స్టేషన్ కి జంక్షన్ కి డిఫరెన్షియేట్ ఏంది? ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్లో నేర్చుకుంటారండి ఫ్లో చార్ట్. నేర్చుకున్నారా ఫ్లో చార్ట్? జంక్షన్ పార్ట్ ఎందుకు? కంట్రోల్ స్టేట్మెంట్ అంటే చెకింగ్ ద డెసిషన్స్. ఓకే, వై వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ ద జంక్షన్ పార్ట్స్? టెస్టింగ్లో జంక్షన్ పార్ట్ ఈజ్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. టెస్టింగ్ మెథడాలజీలో జంక్షన్ పార్ట్ ఈజ్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Why we can use the junctions? Bypassing the way. Okay, whenever we reach to the junction railway station, then they are having to the different routes. So which route they want to move, that way they will be bypassing there. If the condition is not met, we need to turn, we need to divert another way. That is nothing but a junctions. Is it clear? Next. What happened in that one? Design how the system will be work. The next, create screen layout and database design. Why we require the database design here? What about the transactions? What about the data? What about the registrations be done? That entire data should be stored. The database may be permanent database or temporary database. There may be primary database or third-party database. Whatever it may be. We need to require storage that we are simply calling to the database. Why? Whenever a user will be entered their credentials, the credentials are correct or wrong. So the checking purpose, it will be required reference storage. That reference storage is nothing but a database. Is it clear? Next example. In that designer, what is the first part? Just now we discussed, already we discussed. Designer will be designing to the page, login page or booking page or cancellation, whatever it may be. We need be designed by the pages only. Login pages. The next one, train search page. When you're clicking to the search option, that should be shown to the entering the options. After entering the option, then it should be displayed the some information. The information purpose one page will be required. Is it clear or not? The next, design payment screen. So how we can pay the payment? For payment gateways, not only one gateway will be there. You need to use to the different gateways. Example, nowadays all of you paying to the ticket payments. Previously, it is the Paytm is there. Credit cards are there. Nowadays, most of them are using to the phone pay. Is there or not phone pay gateway? So like that. So later we will, what are the gateways? What are the payment gateways are there? That all the gateways should be shown on that page. The next one, database for the users, trains and tickets. Which user, which time, which train is booked on which date. That data should be stored that one. So according to that one, they will be continued that way. This is the designing part. Next, development part only. What is the development here? So we need to write down the code. So just we will make it that one. So we are just have the one screenshot. So we need to give the instructions. We need to give the instructions, or we need to give the architecture. According to that instruction, we need to give the architecture. Programmers write the actual code. That program may be your choice program. Which language you are comfortable using that language, we need to write down that one. Here, search the trains, book tickets, make payment, generate PNR numbers. Now, this is the important role, our subject related. Testing. What is the testing here? Just now, Railway Department has given some requirement. The designer make them some pages or some conditions, some decision box, whatever they will be used, and they will be wrote the code, entire code. They completed the project. Now, the project is working or not according to the user requirement, according to the expected results, user expected results only. Then check software for errors. If it is working, there are no errors. If it is not working, there are the errors. Errors are nothing but a bugs. The tester role is just simply identify the bugs or errors only. He will not modify anything. He will not change anything. Simply he will be identified and hand out to the designer part or developer part. So these are the errors whenever utilizing to your product. Then the designer or developer will be started again rework. Rework. What does it mean by rework? Where the errors are occurring. So in the rework, they are using to the different types of testing technologies. Unit testing, systems testing, integration testing, or else majorly two types of testings are there, white box and black box. Again in the black box, we have the functional and non-functional. Functional and non-functional. These are the testing methods. Using that any one of the testing. If it is a small part checking purpose, then they are using to the unit testing. If they want to check to the entire system, then they are using to the system testing. If they want to two modules, which are two components instructions, then they are using to the integration testing. So these are the different types of testing strategies using, and they will be checking that product is working or not. Product is working or not. The next, you see there, correct seat count is shown. Example, in the rail, there are around 272 sleeper seats are there. Whenever they are checking to the how many seats are there in the train, so then it will be displaying to the some amount. That value is matching to the available seats in the train. That value is matching to the available seats in the available seats in the train. Matching or not? That will be checked by the tester. Example, 200 seats are there in the train, but when they are searching, it is only 150 seats are showing. Then what happened? There is a gap between expected and outcome. What is the gap here? 50 will be the gap there. Then it is an error. It is not matching to the expected result. That will be shown by the tester. The next, payment is successful or not. The payment is successful only, then it will be released to the online ticket. అవునా కదండి? పేమెంట్ సక్సెస్ కాకుండా టికెట్ వస్తుందా మీకు? If there is no proper gateway of the payment, then what happen? Here the amount will be debited to the in your account, but tickets are not available in your login page, in your user page. Then what happen? That payment is successful or not, it will be checking by the tester only. The next, ticket is generated properly or not. Example, I choose to the lower berth. I choose the lower berth, seat number something 2 or 3. But seat number is the 6, that is the upper berth. Is it correct? That is also checked by the tester. That is the different roles, different n number of roles are for the tester. The tester main aim is nothing but he need to check the design product is according to the customer requirements executing or not, customer expected results producing or not. They will be checked. If anywhere it is not matching to the expected result and output result, then simply it will be raised to the errors or bugs. That is the role of the tester only. That is the role of the tester only. Next, deployment. Just now we discussed the testing is done successfully. So some errors will be raised. If any errors will be there, immediately it will be handed over to the designer or developer. The developer or designer again rework started with the help of the different types of testing technologies. That may be unit testing or integration testing, system testing, whatever it may be. By using to the entire architecture modules will be checked individually. Then the error will be identified, error will be recovered. Again, it will be handed over to the tester. So here, the developing will be taking to the around 50% of the time. The testing will be taking to the 50% of time. Half of the time will be required for the testing. Half of the time will be required for the testing. Why? Because every time a tester will be checking if any error will be raised, any errors will be identified. Again, it will be allotted to the developer or designer. Again, it will be rework will be started, or it may be modified the architecture, or it may be modified the program, or it may be changing something. Again, they will be handed to the tester until reaching 95%, not 100% is possible. Up to 95%, it will be reach the customer requirements. Then that product will be handed over to the customer. Hand over to the customer or released into the market. That is nothing but a deployment. In that deployment, check it here. Deployment delivers the software to the users. If you want to deliver the product, so we make it as a complete application or else a website that will hand over to the user. In the deployment, the user will be started to use it. Software is released for the users. The next, railway booking website or app goes to live. Then passengers start booking tickets online. Here, whenever passengers are utilizing to the released product or applications, then here n number of customers are there. All the customers' viewpoint is not similar. Whenever we are collecting to the requirement from the railway department, first they will be understand the customer requirement. But some different peoples are there. Here, if their need, the required application is not available, required function is not available in the released product, in the released software, then what happen? He will be raise the query. So this feature is not available for application in website. If there is a possibility, you need to add it. You need to add it. Example, previously we discussed some points. In that one, Tatkal is not there. ఇంతకుముందు మనం డిస్కస్ చేసిన దాంట్లో తత్కాల్ అనే పాయింట్ ఉందా అండి? తత్కాల్ టికెట్స్ బుకింగ్ ఉందా? లేదు. సో who are having to advance planning, they will book the tickets previous website. But someone suddenly want to go the somewhere, then what happen? They need to one day before for the tickets. There is no feature in the previously. Whenever in the deployment, customers are using the application or website, that application or that function is not there, then it will be raised. it is required to this application. Then what happened? In the maintenance body, they will be noted that request, then it will be handed over to the designer and developer. Then what are the if you want add new function or new feature for the existing application or website, then the designer or developer will be checking that function or application is supporting for the existing architecture. If it will be supported, then the developer will be start to writing the program. Write the program for that application or that function only. If that is not supporting the architecture, then what happen? Again, they need to rework the structure of the system or architecture of the system. That supported device component should be added, provide interface it, again sent to the tester. That's why whenever we are framing a architecture, whenever we are building a architecture, a structure of the product, then they will be adding to the additional devices to future purpose. Whenever this additional feature want to add to existing one, then immediately that will be implemented and executed. This is nothing but a additional. That will be done in the maintenance part. That will done into the maintenance. See here. Maintenance keeps the software updates. అంతే కదండి. సో ఎవరైనా యూజర్ యూటిలైజ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు ఏదైనా అడిషనల్ ఫీచర్ కావాలనుకుంటే, then that will be developed and added it. That is nothing but updation of the software. Is it clear? That is having to the Windows 8 or Windows 10. Later, the operating system version will be updated level. Then whenever checking to the updates in the maintenance part, updation will be there. We will receive the one notification. Whenever clicking the notification, the existing operating system will be updated automatically when the system architecture is supporting only. If it is not supporting, there is no updation. Right. Chudandi, what happens? Fix the problems. Whenever they are using that one, if it is not working, they will fix it. Then next, add the new feature. In the railway booking, there is no Tatkal option. They will add the Tatkal option. Example, in the payment gateway, only credit card is there. There is no PhonePe, there is no Google Pay, another one. If the n number of users are sending the request, another gateway, then what happens? That is also fix the problem. The next, update the software. Example, fix the payment issue. If any issue will be raised previously, that will fix it and they will be analyzed. The next, add Tatkal booking. The next, improve the speed and security. The security is the very, very important. Whatever the user, every user should be required the data protection and security. If there is no protection and security in any web page or any application, no users will be believed that application and website. So most of the every product designer or developer should be focusing on to the protection of the user data, security of the data which is available in the database. Here in the software engineering, already we learned some different types of models we are using. So railway, making a software of the online booking for the online booking ticket for the railway department. That is a one model. So whenever you are framing the model, it is having to the different types of steps. That steps are nothing but a SDLC steps. Already you know, waterfall model, agile model, V model, incremental model, spiral model, big bang model. These are the different types of models are available in the software engineering. One of the famous model is the waterfall model. That is the first model and basic model. What is meant by waterfall? వాటర్ఫాల్ అంటే ఏంటండి? ఓన్లీ వన్ వే డైరెక్షన్. Only one way direction. Waterfall is nothing but it will move to the only one way. It is never possible to come revert. Never possible to come revert. That is the drawback on in the waterfall model. So see a simple example. Small. This is the waterfall model in the software engineering. First phase, requirement. So after gathering the requirement, they move to the next one, designing board. Next, development. Next, testing, deployment, maintenance. Here, just observe one thing. Just now we discussed some of the additional function or additional feature in the existing application. What is that one? Tatkal ticket booking. Tatkal ticket booking. Here, that feature, that application is not available when initiating to the design a web page or application. If the designer or developer will be used the model in the SDLC, they will be used to the waterfall model. Is it possible to add? Add చేయొచ్చండి ఇందులో? Anyone? అర్థమైందా నేను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్? జస్ట్ ఇంతకుముందు డిస్కస్ చేసామండి. ఒక అడిషనల్ ఫంక్షన్ తత్కాల్ టికెట్ బుకింగ్ అనేది మనకు వెబ్సైట్ ఫ్రేమ్ చేసేటప్పుడు కస్టమర్ మనకి ఇవ్వలేదండి. అది తర్వాత మెయింటెనెన్స్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఈజ్ రేజింగ్ అడిషన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫంక్షన్. ఓకే, ఈజ్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్ టు యాడ్ ఇన్ దిస్ మోడల్? చేయగలుగుతామండి? నథింగ్ ఎల్స్. దెర్ ఈజ్ నో రివర్ట్. వన్స్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఈస్ కంప్లీటెడ్, then it will move to the next stage. So that's why it is the best model in the initial phase. Now we have the different types of models are there. That is, whatever the model we are framing, that model should be a reusability. Okay? చెప్పాలా దీని గురించి ఏమన్నా? చూడండి, ఇంత ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్ చేసిన పాయింట్స్ ఏంటండి, జస్ట్ చదువుకుంటూ వెళ్తా చూడండి ఒకసారి. సో కాన్సెప్ట్, టెస్టింగ్ ఈజ్ డన్ ఆఫ్టర్ డెవలప్మెంట్. After development is completed. One phase after another phase only. The next one, flow. First requirement, the next one is the design, the next one is the coding, testing and release. There is no maintenance. Direct deployment phase is there only. So before releasing, that will be tested by the n number of test cases only. The next example, building a calculator application, general calculator application in your mobile. Okay, that is here. First, complete all features. ఏమేం ఫీచర్స్ ఉన్నాయో కూడా ఫస్ట్ ఫీచర్స్ అన్ని కంప్లీట్ చేస్తారండి. Add, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever it will be there. The next one is after full development, the tester will be check everything at the end. Complete develop అయిన తర్వాత tester role will be enter and it will be check it here. The next, best. It is a small project purpose. It is a best one. Drawbacks, bugs found late or costly to fix it. What is the meaning of that one? Bugs అంటే ఏంటండి? Errors. Bugs found late or costly to fix it. జనరల్గా చెప్పండి, దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటి ఒకసారి చెప్పండి. ఇప్పటివరకు చెప్పిన బేసిక్ టాపిక్స్ ఏమైతున్నాయో దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని చెప్పండి ఒకసారి. ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సొల్యూషన్ ఏంటి, మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? ఓకే, అది ఎలా కాస్ట్లీ అవుతుంది? బగ్ ఎట్లాగా ఎర్రర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తున్నామండి. ప్రతి చోట ఎర్రర్ అనేది ఫైండ్ అవుతుంది. ఈ వాటర్ ఫాల్ మోడల్లో మేజర్ డ్రాబ్యాక్ వచ్చేసి, సో లేట్గా బగ్ కనుక ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసినట్టయితే దట్ ఈస్ అ కాస్ట్లీ అంటున్నాడు. ఎట్లా కాస్ట్లీ అవుతుంది? ఎస్, గుడ్. ఎనీవన్? ఇంకెవరు లేరండి? Why it is a costly? Finding the bugs late in the waterfall model only, not remaining models. ఇంత సిఎస్సి రిలేటెడ్ బ్రాంచెస్ పిల్లలేనా వాళ్ళేనా చెప్పండి మరి. ఎనీవన్ రావట్లేదా బయటికి? రైట్. Why it is a costly means, so in the waterfall model only one direction is there, only one direction is there. After completion of the product, if any error will be occur, if we want to change that error, we need to change entire designing model, entire designing model. Here that is nothing but a rework, that is nothing but a rework. ఆల్రెడీగా ఒక ప్లాన్తో మనం ఇల్లు కట్టుకున్నామండి. సో తర్వాత మన రిలేటివ్ ఎవరో ఒకరు వచ్చేసి ఇది ఇట్లా ప్లాన్ బాగాలేదండి ఇలా మార్చండి అన్నాడు అనుకోండి. కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత, కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు కాదండి, కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇది ఇలా బాగాలేదండి. దీనికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వాస్తు, విన్నారా అండి? వాస్తు పర్సన్ పేరు అతను ఎప్పుడు పిలుస్తామండి? బేసికల్గా కంప్లీట్ అయ్యి ఇంట్లోకి వెళ్దాం అనుకున్న ముందు అతను పిలుస్తామండి, అవునా కదా? రెగ్యులర్గా చూస్తుంటాం. సో అతను వచ్చి కొన్ని మాడిఫికేషన్, వచ్చినవాడు ఊరికే వెళ్తాడండి? వచ్చినవాడు వెళ్తాడా? ఫ్రీగా వెళ్ళాడు, ఏదో ఒక మాడిఫికేషన్ చెప్పాలి, ఎందుకంటే అతను కూడా ఫీజు తీసుకుంటున్నాడు కదా, అవునా కదా? సో ఈ విల్ గివ్ ద సమ్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్, దిట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఏ ప్రాపర్ వే, వి నీడ్ టు బ్రేక్ ఇట్ దిస్ వన్, వి మేక్ ఇట్ దిస్ వన్, ఏదో ఒక డైరెక్షన్ ఇచ్చిపోతాడండి. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? సో బ్రేకింగ్ కాస్ట్ అవుతుంది ప్లస్ రీడిజైనింగ్ కాస్ట్ అవుతుంది, అవునా కదా? That is the meaning of that. After the completion of the product, after releasing of the product into the market, in the water model, in the waterfall model, if you identify the bugs, after it is a costly means, we need to make it rework. We need to make it a rework. That's why it is a costly. Right. So agile testing methodologies. ఏమైందన్న, ఇంట్రెస్ట్గా లేదా? లేదా? టైం అయిందా? ఎన్ని గంటలకి? సరే ఒకసారి జస్ట్ చదువుతూ వెళ్తాను చూడండి ఒకసారి. ఇంట్రడక్షన్ పార్ట్ అయిపోతే నెక్స్ట్ మన సబ్జెక్ట్లోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతాం బ్రేక్ తర్వాత, లంచ్ తర్వాత. రైట్. కాన్సెప్ట్. ఎస్. ఎస్ వినండి అందరు. ఒక టీచర్గా, ఒక లెక్చరర్గా తనకు రెండు రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ ఉంటాయండి. ప్రైమరీ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ తన దగ్గర ఉన్న నాలెడ్జ్ని షేర్ చేయడం. రెండో రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ పిల్లల్ని క్రమశిక్షణలో పెట్టడం, లేకుంటే సైలెంట్గా వినేటట్టుగా చేయడం. దానికి యాక్షన్స్ ఏముంటాయి చెప్పండి? రెండు. ప్రైమరీది తన దగ్గర ఉన్నది ఎట్లాగో షేర్ చేస్తాడండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ అ ప్రైమరీ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్. సెకండ్ది పిల్లల్ని డిసిప్లిన్ పెట్టాలండి క్లాస్లో. ఏం చేయాలి? ఏం చేయాలండి? ఏం చేస్తాడు అప్పుడు టీచర్? ఈ స్టార్టెడ్ టు ద పనిష్మెంట్. వాట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ పనిష్మెంట్? హిట్టింగ్ అనేది పనిష్మెంటా? పనిష్మెంటేనండి? కాదు కదా. ఎ స్మార్ట్ టీచర్ will be give the punishment, raise the question, who are not give the answer, they will give the punishment, stand and listen the class. Is it suitable for you? మీకు అదే సూటబుల్ అయితే అంటే చెప్పండి. రాగానే క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతాను. ఎవరెవరైతే ఐఎమ్ వ్యూబుల్ టు ద ఆల్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ది స్టేజ్, ఎవరైతే డిస్టర్బ్ అనుకుంటున్నారో వాళ్ళని అడిగి నుంచోబెట్టి క్లాస్ చెప్పాలా? మరి లేదు కదండి, అక్కడ దాకా రానివ్వదండి. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? మీకు ఎన్ని గంటలకు లంచ్? 12 o'clock, 12:30కా? 12 అవుతుంది, అందుకేనా? రైట్. జస్ట్ చదువుతూ వెళ్తే ఒక 2 minutes ఇవ్వండి, జస్ట్ రీడ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతా. ఆల్రెడీగా మీరు చదివిన టాపిక్ ఏనండి, ఎట్లాగో ఇంట్రడక్షన్ పార్ట్ చెప్పాను కాబట్టి. నెక్స్ట్, టెస్టింగ్ ఈస్ డన్ కంటిన్యూస్లీ అలాంగ్ విత్ డెవలప్మెంట్. ఇన్ ద వాటర్ఫాల్ మోడల్, ఎవ్రీ యూనిట్ ద టెస్టింగ్ విల్ బి డన్ దేర్. Here, everywhere we are doing the testing. First model testing, second model again retesting, third model again retesting, fourth model again retesting. Here testing will be taking to the major role in the agile model. The next one is as here, small development, immediately it will be tested. Small development, so everything there will be feedback, they will be tested. Improvement, they will be tested. Everything they will be testing. The next one, food delivery application. Food delivery application. Nowadays we are using Zomato, the famous food delivery app. So they will be check every time, is it reachable destination or not? Or the customer is ordered or cancel the product. Before reaching that one, he will check to the twice and thrice before reaching to the destination. Yo, I first booked that order, later after 5 minutes, I cancel the order. But he is on the journey. If he is not seeing to the end, reaching the end of the destination, then what happened? His traveling is the waste. When I cancel the order, I cannot pay the amount. Is it clear? So, every moment, every destination, he will be checking that thing. The next one, week 1, login future, they will be tested. Week 2, order food, they will be tested. Week 3, payment, they will be tested it. The next, best, large and changing projects. Large and changing project. Any real-time application, any real-life applications, then what happened? Days will be changes, the future will be changes. The requirement will be changes. Such kind of model implementation, we are using to the agile testing model. Agile model. V model. Here in that one, every model, every part. So you will be checking is verification and validation. First you will be checking verification. Is it valid or not? Verified. According to the customer requirement, you may frame it or not. After the framing that one, according to the expected result, it is producing or not. You will be checking to the every unit, everywhere. The next. Incremental testing methodology. If first initially we will start to the some futures, later it will be added to the some additional, later it will be, so it will be moved to the incrementing order. Spiral, you see the spiral. First it will be started to the center point, again it will move to an increasing to the daily. Big bang testing, this is also one of the major. So here, what are the models? If one model I designed to the one related, example, railway app you are taking. Previously only ticket booking is there. Now in that one, we having to the airline tickets booking. Airline, ఉన్నాయండి యాప్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తాం మీకు రైల్వే యాప్ ఓపెన్ చేశారా ఎయిర్లైన్ టికెట్ బుకింగ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటండి ఫుడ్ ఆర్డర్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ టికెట్ బుకింగ్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ వీఆర్ కంబైనింగ్ యాజ్ అ వన్ మోడల్ what are the internal models will be there that will be combining, that is nothing but a big bang models. So later we will discuss about the functional non-functional will be there in testing methodology. We will discuss that. What is functional testing? What is non-functional testing? Right. Thank you.